Hi. Okay, hi guys. How we doing today? Ooh. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfy in my seat. Welcome to the stream. Hi guys. You guys having a good Tuesday? Yeah? Maybe? Okay. Hi guys. Wow. Already so many people haven't even started yet. Okay. Well, hi guys. Welcome to the stream. Today we're doing character critiques, so it's a little different. So if you have only seen the TikToks and you haven't been here live, this is actually a different stream than the ones I share on TikTok, because I tried sharing these at first, but people did not understand what I was doing in the comments, so I stopped sharing them. Basically, people submitted their characters to me, and we're just gonna kind of go through them and give some advice. So there's not a lot of editing, there's not really image editing we're gonna do. It's more just discussion based, and every now and then maybe I'll draw a couple examples possibly, but it's really discussion heavy, which means chat, you're a part of this. So feel free to participate. I have my Discord. If you're there, you can see where I'm starting. I did say I was gonna start on this very specific one. However, I think I have to start on the one below it, because I actually read it and I don't think there's enough information for us to talk about it. So a big thing about submitting your characters for this character critique is you have to include information about who your character is in the world they live in. And for example, the one that I said we'd start with today, if you're in the Discord, you can see it because I linked to it. They didn't tell me anything about the character. So I can't really talk about it without information on who they are. All I know is they're from D&D, but that could be a lot of things, that doesn't really say a lot. So I will have to skip it. Now, if I do skip a character of yours, don't worry. Feel free to... I don't go backwards, so if I skip you and you don't bring enough information, you are welcome to repost with more information this time. Because I will not look back, but if it's in the future, I will come to it. However, you're just gonna have to wait in line again. So there's a long line, because right now I'm still in September. So, a long way to go. I also like to screenshot the information that was given so you guys in chat can read it. So we can all kind of read this together. So I'm gonna start from this one from Jawbone. Let me load them in. You guys ready? Alright. Oh, thank you. Thank you for subbing. Okay. And if you guys, sometimes I move stuff around and you can't see it anymore, so let me know if I block something. Alright, here's our character. Alright, so this is from user Jawbone. This is Septic. Cool. He's a performer with a dark side. And that he's, okay, his dark side is he's a cannibal. Okay. That's pretty dark side. Alright. He uses his fame to lure people in so he can eat them. Cool. Okay, so these are his casual clothes. Alright. Somebody said it that they like their silhouette, so I actually want to grab their silhouette, because I think this is a good silhouette. However, I think there's a little bit too many tangents going on in this pose, the location of some of these elements, that is kind of hindering it. So I will tell chat, this is not a critique on the art itself. So if you come in here in chat on this stream and you start telling them problems with their art, like fundamentals, like posing, like not posing, like you come in here and you're like, oh, your art style, I don't like your art style, or you talk about anatomy, or you talk about things that aren't character design related. Bad. I will call you out. Okay? So don't do that. That's the wrong type of stream. We are talking about character design here. All right? Where sometimes, you know, some of the things we talk about on the other streams do come into place here. Right? But things like somebody leaning too much has nothing to do with the design of the character. All right? So I don't want to see people saying things about people's art. All right? All right. Okay. So I think, yeah. So I think there's just a lot of elements. I really like the stylization of this character, but I think because of how it's like placed, it's lost. So let me, I'm gonna just like make a base based off of what we're looking at. Because the stylization's fun. I think you have like a cool, I like the art style. It's unique. It reminds me of like those old like old 90s cartoons. It's giving me that vibe. In my childhood, those are all the shows I grew up with. And I like it. I think it's a fun style. I think there's just some consistency things you can make sure to follow. My first thing I'm noticing, the two legs are a different thickness, so that could be a consistency thing as well. I like the noodle legs. That's fun. Okay, I'm just gonna do the basic shapes we're looking at. Noodle limbs are fun. I'd say, okay, definitely make sure that, like, you know, this arm seems a lot longer than this one as well. The stylization's hard to do. I feel like something that's this stylized, we kind of have to talk a little bit about the anatomy, because that's what, like, stylization is really finding a good medium between realistic proportions and like playing with it. Like, you can break realistic proportions 100%, but there still has to be consistency within the style, you know. So like things need to still make sense logically, even when it's super overly stylized. You guys can check it what I'm saying. So let's see. Okay, so definitely want to make sure the legs are similar length. So I think this area things are getting a little lost because the tail is weirdly, the tail's super perfectly in line with the hand that you can't really tell them apart. So I think if we just move the hand up a bit, it might help. As well as moving the tail away from the hands. Like if we just push it out a little more. Okay. I think having pretty solid lines, those harsh angles are great. And this hair too, keep it away from the ears. It'll make it a lot easier to read. So I'm not gonna do the inside. I think the inside's fine. It's really just about proportion. So what I'm gonna do is probably just make a silhouette out of this this thing I just created. so we can see the silhouette in relationship to the old one. Because I think the silhouette is the biggest thing. I feel as though the stylization is strong on this. It's just pushing that silhouette to be readable is the biggest thing we're getting here. Also, he has 3 fingers here. He should have 3 fingers here too, I guess. Okay, I guess he does. He has a thumb. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. You know, I want to see... So I want to see this triangle. That's like that part. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it away a little. Okay. And then we have hood. Okay. Yeah, and that smile as well should definitely have a very obvious edge. Okay, I'm gonna do the outline because I just want to focus on the silhouette of this. Because I think that the inside design is pretty strong. But we just want to make sure that everything else is readable, right? While the inside might be strong, if we were to turn this black and white, can you tell the parts away, like the different parts of the piece from one another, basically? That's what silhouettes really tell you. Like, can you recognize the character completely if they were to just be in shadow? That's kind of what the point of the silhouette is. All right. I very much enjoy shape language. I'm a big user of shape language in my own stuff. That's for sure. Oh, that's a big eraser. Okay, almost there. All right. Okay. There. Yeah, okay. So already, you can see the difference between the two of them. A strong silhouette can really do a lot to help make a character design really readable. Yeah, chat. Any thoughts? I think this is a good start. I think for this person, the next step is to just like refine it. That's it. Just refine it. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's do the next one. All right. Okay. We got... Oh, there's a couple pictures here. Okay, so each of these pictures seems to be like a different stage of this character, so I'm just gonna pull all of them in. Okay, so this is from user Thursday. Okay. So, this is their character, Lydia. They have 3 stages, it looks like. Clicking the wrong stuff, hold on. They are half human, and then a species they made up called Etherian. Cool. Where they heal. Okay, cool. One more. So here we go. Got like human, turning, turned. The 3 forms. Okay. She was sick, she was cursed to not be able to heal anyone. And she turns into this tall, goopy creature when she gets upset. Cool. Okay. I need to check something. Is it just color theory? Or is it a different color? Ah, it is a different color. Uh-oh. So, in general, you should pick a consistent color palette for your character. Yeah, that changed. Even when you're going to use, like, if you want, like, choose a specific palette, like, that's different. I feel like if you're using, like, a monotone palette, which I've done before, it'll change things. It's an overlay. I use overlays on my art, too, and it does not, it doesn't look like this. This is very odd. If you do overlays, you should do a gradient. You shouldn't do a solid color. Just a tip. But yeah, there's definitely... I think like these palettes, this too, the goop color is different here too. Between these two, there's just a couple inconsistencies, and this one has this one has no overlay on it. You can tell it's just solid. This one might have like a little bit, but like the color still should be the same. So just in general, and it also, because she has different forms, like she becomes this big form. If you keep color consistency, it'll help us recognize that it's her, right? So that's just something in general to keep in mind. Color consistency every time you draw a character. And yeah, you can finish it off with an overlay. But be careful with your overlays, because sometimes it's going to be like extremely different. It might be hard light. I will say this, if you're going to do it always. That's like my go-to. Like, at least with finished pieces. Like, if you're gonna finish all your pieces with like an overlay or a hard light or something like that, consistently do it. All right, do it to all of your pieces. When it's a sketch, it's different. It could just be a sketch, but like you really do want to have like a solid base color you're starting from everything. But this has to do with different forms, right? We have 2 different forms here. I'm really talking about these 2 right now. We want to have some consistency visually between the 2 of them. I know you want her to be this tall. What I think, I don't know. I wish there was some more visual differences between her normal form and her monster form. Chat, tell me if you agree with me or not. But these 2, like her regular human form to her monster form, aren't as connected as I want it to be. She's got her hair, right? And like her ears are pointy. But that's like it. I guess she grows the horns. But here she has 2 horns here. But she only's got one here? Like, where's the other one go? So when you have, like, a form change, like, even think about, like, the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Like, even though he's, like, he's pretty different, you can still kind of see some similarities in his face, at least, between the two of them. Like, that's just, like, the first character I could think of. But unless you're, like, fully becoming, like, this is a monster you created, right? The guitar, I don't know. The guitar has nothing to do with the design. I'm talking about, like, her body. Like, her raw blank body. No, like, she's standing there in her birthday suit. Like, whatever it is she looks like that form. Like, I want to see that more in the monster. You know. Yeah, that's a good one. Other Mother. She does. Yeah, okay, you know what? Actually, let me pull it up. Because she does look a lot like the original Other Mother. Because she gets skinny, she gets creepy, but you can still see some of that, like, original character in that design. So it's not like she goes away completely. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, here we go. Right? Her hair stays, right? Her nose shape is still pointy, you know? Yeah, I mean, do I have another picture of her with a different outfit on? Oh, here. See, she got that shirt. Right? So the outfit, when she changes, like, just gets grosser, you can say. Like, the outfit gets even weirder and grosser, but it's the same pattern and it's that same outfit. So, I think this is a good thing to think about, is how can we get a little bit more correlation between the two? And that could do, too, is, like, if there's ever other characters that have a gross monster form, how could they also be related to their original form, right? And I guess that's something that the original artist, Thursday, you need to think about. A lot of the times I can say stuff, but there's not really much exact. I can't give you the exact answer to the question, really. I can just be like, you should try this, but it's really up to you to think about it. Because a lot of this world building stuff is like, it's a you got to figure it out, really. So that is something for you to think about, is how to relate the two forms to be visually similar to each other. And yeah, this is a great example of two characters that are different, but visually different, but are still the same character. Okay. I like that one. All right, good job. I'm done with that one. This one, hopefully we'll go faster through these. Okay, next. Okay. This is from Azur. Okay. And the character's name is also Azur. That's easy. Okay. All right. Oh, it's their persona. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Here we go. Hold on. I don't trust Twitch. There we go. You saw nothing, guys. Twitch will not be happy. Okay. So it's Azur. It's a persona. A demon who's trying to fit in with other her demon peers. Okay. She's ridiculed for not liking traditional demon stuff. She hasn't grown into her horns. Oh, she has a regular... Okay, she has a demon tail. They just forgot to draw it. Okay. Hmm. I think maybe there's not enough demon in this. Let me know if you guys agree or not, but like, I mean, I get it. It looks like a persona. It looks like every Twitch, I don't know, every Twitter user persona I see out there. But I just don't see demon. It just looks like a cat girl. She looks like a cat girl to me. So I feel as though a couple things we could do. I think the horns not growing in, I think don't make them the hair color because it does look like cat ears. Instead, you can do the little nubs, but give them horn nubs, little nubs, right? She's supposed to, they said that she does have a demon tail. She's supposed to have like one of these tails or whatever, like a whoop. They forgot to draw it. But like even with just the tail, it still doesn't really read demon to me. The eyes are cool, but again, it feels just like every Twitter user's persona, right? It doesn't feel like I get it. Like it's cute, but it's everything. It's everything you see. So I would think if we make these like actually into little horns, that would be cute. I don't think someone said, oh, she's trying to fit in with her peers. You're right. So she should try to make herself look more demon-like if she's trying to fit into her peers. Who said that? Miles Misterman, thank you. And somebody said, she says her hair is because so suboptimal. It actually says that she has not grown into her horns, which to me isn't that they haven't grown, it's just they're not that big yet. Like they're very tiny. That's what I think the word grown into means. Like they could be tiny little horns, you know? Sharp teeth could be cute, yeah. Give her little fangs. Maybe that one, the classic one fang. The singular anime girl fang, everybody's favorite. Somebody suggested a different skin color. Yeah, I think that could work. And would be cute? What if we tried the pink that her eyes are? Because her eyes are already this bright pink, and we could stick with that for, like, the skin. I don't know. I'm just trying it. Because we want to stick... This color palette's nice. I like it. That could work. That's cute. That's very cute. And it sticks with the palette still. I think already she feels demon-y. I guess I'm not entirely sure what other demons... Ooh, darks... Who said that? Corvette, thank you. I like that. Making the whites a dark instead of a light. That's smart. Let's try it. What if we go... Let's try it. If I don't like it, we can do it. I don't know if I like that, actually. Chat, what do you think? I don't know if I like the black. Thoughts, chat? On the darker eyes? I think the white looked nicer on her. I think the white goes with her palette a little more. Too much. Yeah. Dark blue. I don't know. She has a very distinct color palette. So I don't want to, like, go too far away from her palette. Try, like, this teal color. don't know. I don't know. I feel as though it was better with the white. Chat, any thoughts? Oh, Joker plush. I'm not making the horns red. I use a bright red color to show my changes. I'm not actually drawing it in that color. Yeah, white. I agree. I think the white's better. Oh, somebody said that the band-aid should be a different color. You're correct. You know what? The band-aid could just be swapped. Like if the outside was the... Yeah, just swap the colors on the band-aid. Yeah, the red color is not me saying make it red. It's just I'm using the red as like a indicator of what should be added. Yeah, okay, I guess just make her a little more demon-y. Somebody has like little clip-on horns. I don't know. I'm just thinking of like little nubs. Like I feel like maybe if she had like little tiny baby nubs of like boop. I don't know. I think it'd be cute if they were like tiny nubs that haven't grown in yet. And everyone makes fun of her for having little nubs on her head. I don't know. The hot pink should be... I just used the same color as the eyes. I don't want to leave the color palette. We're trying to stick within these colors. Yeah. Alright, well, those are just some ideas as to how to make her a little more demon-y. You do not need to do all of these, but I think even, like, one addition. I feel like even if you just change the skin color, I feel like that would be fine. Like, I feel like she would read as a demon if her skin was just not normal, right? I feel as though that's enough. So you don't really need to do much more than that. Okay. We're just gonna do this. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's move on. She's cute. All right. I don't know. This one does not have a lot of... Okay, I have to skip this one. Not enough information, unfortunately. All right, Casper. Okay, we can do this one. This has information. I need to know about the world they live in, too. That's the issue why I skipped the last one, is I don't really know about where they are in the world. All right. Where's Voltron? Okay. All right, so Casper. Okay. So this is Psyche. Or no, my bad. Pisky. Uh-oh, I can't pronounce this. Who? Someone help me pronounce their name. Please. I'm struggling. I'm trying my best. Pishy? Oh my god, my brain. My English cannot compute. Okay. Psy, but it's a P and a Y. It's not PSI. Psyche, but there's no PS. I'm confused. Pisky. Pishy? Pisky? PYS. Okay. I'm just gonna call them P because I cannot. Alright, this is P. He is a 7,000-year-old god or demigod. Question mark? Question mark? What? Question mark. Don't put a question mark there. You should know what your character is. So he was created by a god. He's not a... Oh, okay. He's not accustomed to the... Got it. To modern times. It's one word. I think English is not their first language. Custom, it's one word. Custom. Not accustomed to modern times. He isolates himself in a cave for a really long time. It's a fascination for boats and transportation. The world's a mix of modern with magic and fantasy qualities. Okay, over the years it's gotten more modern and less magically. Okay. He likes to wear quaint clothing. Simple but fancy. Quaint, I like that. Okay, cool. So, there is one big thing that I'm noticing. And that is using solid white in your character design. That is a bad. Do not use pure solid white ever as a base color, because you cannot make anything lighter than white. That is it. Your character is white and it will be white, right? That's it. It's going to limit what you can do with them, and also bright white is very eye bleeding, especially when there's a lot of it. So I always suggest, you forgot like a lot of mono like tints going on here, tint your whites, just make it the subtlest of off whites. That's all you need to do. Cheat my way through this. All right. Like just making it a little less bright, it's gonna help so much already. You know, it's definitely something to do. Definitely be aware, especially because it was on a white background. Like it's bright. White, pure white is bright on your face, right? So definitely be aware of how it's gonna look. You have to be aware of like other people looking at it too, right? Like they need to be able to look at your character and not feel like their eyes are gonna be gouged out. Just the subtlest of white differences, right? Like that's it. Just that little different. And then it leaves you a lot more room to do other shadows and stuff. So another thing, your character is a little too flat in colors. I think the shirt in the middle is the darkest part, but the shades of the pants and the shirt are like these two colors are very similar, to the point where it's unnecessary that they're two colors. So I would suggest making that a little bit darker. Yeah, even that little bit of darkness will help show the difference. You'll obviously need to change the line art, which I didn't do, but pretend I changed the line art. The cape. Yeah, it is hard to read the cape. I agree. Because you know what I think it should be, because it's like this part of it feels like it's one thing, and then you can't really tell. Like if this is gonna be part of the cape, you shouldn't have it connect like that, right? Like it should just go down. Right. Also, I'm not entirely sure how it's staying afloat. Is it magically staying afloat? Because if it's magically staying afloat, I feel like the cape could be like more flowy out more. So like it gives the impression that like magic is here, you know? Like it's not being naturally Because I feel like it would be cool if it's just, like, in a constant state of motion. Where, like, the cape is just, it never stops flying. Like, it's constantly flying in the air. That is what the cape does. And it can't be stopped. And, like, that's okay for it to not, you know, have it. You know, where if it was just, like, it just magically could fly. Because then it would also get rid of the how is it staying on, because it just is. It's just magic, right? Yeah. Magic can be the answer. That's a valid answer. But then it's like, how do you draw it, right? Like, you have to kind of figure out how to draw a magical cape. That also, I don't think that gold is good. I think that we can pop this out more. I know you have a monotone palette, but if there was one moment of brightness in this piece that, like, stood out from the rest, that would be really nice to see. That, like, one moment of, like, bam, color. Because it is very monotone, but it might... You already got this yellow that doesn't match with the rest of it. Like, it'd be awesome if it popped. Really, like, show us the pop of that, like, color. Just a little better. Okay. I do worry about there being so much of the same color directly touching each other. The face specifically. I believe you need to change... I think if we change the color of the wings, it will help. Because the skin is the same as the hair. It's blending too much together. It's hard to tell these things apart from one another. Because they are the same. So we could keep it within the whites, but I would suggest making it a different shade. Let's try it. I want the lighter side. I don't think that's different enough. That's better. But then I think we gotta play with the shirt a little bit more. See, playing with hues is very hard to do, but it is something that's very important. Okay. That's already a little better. I feel as just having the wings be different is gonna help a lot. Whether it's this color or not, you know, it's... You know, it pushing, like, I think you can have a very monotone character color. That's okay. But it's also about, like, where you place the things on the, like, where the colors go on the character that will change things. Because if there's too much of one color directly next to each other, it becomes hard to read the different elements apart. So keep that in mind. What I'm noticing is are these gloves? I hope they're gloves, because then their skin could be dark. But I don't know. It doesn't make sense if their hands were not. I don't know. I guess I'm having a hard time reading the hands. If they are hands or are they gloves? It's a question to ask. All right, so I think that's it. Colors was really the biggest thing in like the magical cape. Making sure that the cape can stay on them. How does this cape stay on them? And making sure that you're doing some color, like making sure all the colors are readable from each other. Never ever use pure white. Just don't do it. Always use an off-white. And making sure you separate your colors and checking your values to making sure that like there is at least a little bit of a difference between them to make it noticeable what you're doing. We want to be able to tell what part of the body is what. It's super important. Oh, Casper, you're here. I don't know if you were here for the whole thing. But yeah, it's color. I think color balance is a big thing on your character. We talked about the cape too. We had a hard time figuring out how the cape is staying afloat. So we gave the answer magic. So definitely it would be cool if the cape was just magically flying, but that means that the cape has to be constantly in motion. So like you have to kind of figure out how you would show that. But yeah, making sure you have color contrast is super important. And having like moments that stand out. This is like an accent color. This bright yellow could be an accent color. Let me like as well do this. Those are the old colors. Let's grab the new colors real quick, just so we can see. And we added a blue. Yeah. Definitely already like, yeah. And like you already have so few colors, I think you could add a couple more. Yeah. All right. Oh, you heard me struggle to figure out how to pronounce their name. All right. Alrighty. Yay, good job. Next. This is half of a drawing. Okay. I might need to skip this one. It's just basically a mannequin. And there's not much to talk about. I need more than this. This is not really a design. So we're gonna skip it. Alright. Yeah, we can do this one. Alright. This is from Mutt. Alright. And that didn't work. Oh god, he's an art teacher? Me too. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can relate. No, that didn't work. Come on. Go in. Oh no, is this a JPEG? I'm gonna lose my mind. Stop exporting your pictures as JPEGs, guys. Your art will thank you. It is a JPEG. Stop! Stop doing JPEGs. Please. You will not, you will see such a nicer version of your drawings if you stop doing doing that. Okay. High school art comps only JPEGs. I think that's different. The reason that a lot of like, if it's like a submission to something, they do JPEGs because they're a smaller file size. So like on the internet, it's easier to upload a JPEG. It won't be such a big picture. So if you're running a program or you have a system that's very low qual, like a low budget computer or whatever, you know, it'll, yeah. You used to, hold on, Corvid, you used to use JPNGs, but it deep fried it? You mean, that's what JPEGs does. Look at this. Do you see this? This is a JPEG. That's deep fried. This is a JPEG. Do not use JPEGs. PNGs are crisp. Make sure your PNG settings are at the highest when you export. You can change the settings of your PNG. It has to be the highest. It's like PNG 24 or something like that. It's the highest one. JPEGs are the ones that will crispify your pieces. They are good for like internet things. So like if you have to submit or use it for a website or something because they're a low quality. But it should not. PNGs, it's the opposite. Then Joker, something's wrong with your program because it's a universal file type. It shouldn't do that. Universal file type. It shouldn't change depending on the program or anything. That's not how it works. I think there's something wrong with your computer, Joker. All right. All right. Yeah, file types should be the same on everything. That's the point of the file types, is that they're universal. That's why they exist. All right. Okay. I gotta read this. Sorry, I forgot what I didn't do yet. Okay. Craig. He's an art teacher in a world where monster people, thingamabobs, what is a thing? Okay, are normal. The image is crunchy. Oh, that's funny. Oh, okay, got it. It says English, okay. Okay, so now he does, okay, got it. Never mind. You know what? I was gonna talk about this character, but I don't think I can. Who in chat can tell me why we can't talk about this character? What is missing from this description? That is probably the most important thing to include when describing a character. What is not in this description? It's a reason why I'm going to skip it. Personality, yeah. I don't know who this is. I don't know anything about who this is. I just know that they are an art teacher and they're a monster. Okay, so what? Who are they? I don't know anything about this guy. So I'm sorry, Mutt, but we gotta skip it. I'm sorry. They included the world, but they didn't tell us who they are. Can we do this one? Okay, again, I don't know anything about... Okay, guys, you gotta tell me who your character is. I can't do that one either. Okay, we could do this one. Alright, now I can do this one. Okay, this is... Wait. We didn't just do this, did we? No, okay. We did someone named Thursday, not no... Okay, so this is November. Alright, moving on. This is from November. Oh, I didn't mean to also screenshot the character. Whatever. I can delete it. This is Jackie, who is this pumpkin. They are a... Whoops. They're a ghost who possesses an old scarecrow to scare them. Okay. Okay, let's color check. Yeah, I had a feeling. It's really flat. I'm gonna color pick what we're looking at, and then I'm gonna... This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna color pick the colors, and then we will talk about what it actually is. So here's the orange. here's the brown. Oh, no. Here's the green. Ugh, that background is not helping. Here's this. And then that. Oh, that is a different color. And we have this. Okay. So now I'm going to color pick that same thing, but with the grays. So we have the orange. We have the hair. So we can see what they look like next to each other. Get the jacket. We have the bow tie. And we have that lighter orange. So, look at those grays. They are very flat. It is very, very flat. Definitely could do to have some more variety in your colors to help bring it out a little more. So let's try some things. We definitely need a lighter moment. There's not really much light here. So let's do that. Maybe hair? Hair could be lighter. Can make it like wheat. Oh, it would be cool if it was like wheat. Or like hay. Yeah, let's give her hay hair. Because I feel like that would match the vibe too. Right? Of this whole thing. She's a scarecrow. You know, hay hair. That's a good start already. That orange color is too close to the other orange. So that could also be lighter. Maybe we stick with the whole wheat thing. Because if you think of, or not wheat, I keep saying wheat, hay. Because scarecrows are usually stuffed with hay, right? So we could keep it, let's keep the hay vibe. I think it would work. Okay. It's already bright. And then you can use it for other things too, because I know over here it looks like it's the same color. Basically. I like that you're repeating colors. That's a really good thing to do. We just gotta make sure that it's still readable. Yeah, that works. And then... So that dark is too close to... The two darks are similar. So I wonder if we can make one of them a little lighter. I'm like changing up the lighting, but whatever. I think it helps. Oh, the iris. Oh, that's a good idea. The eyeball. Oh, a bright yellow, like they're glowing. Yeah, that's cool. Spooky. Wonder. Okay. I guess... Okay. I think colors are good. There's definitely a couple, like, readability things, but this is just, like, a drawing they made. It's not, like, a... whatever. Oh, the hat stripe. Oh, I forgot to change the hat stripe. Thank you. Somebody said it. It's supposed to be this color. Okay, I think colors here were good. Okay, I think this is a nicer... Let me grab the palette, actually, so we can, like, compare. Let me make the background a different color. Okay, so that's the same. Then we have hair. This, that, then we added the yellow for the eyes. Okay. So we have that. Oh, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I feel it. Okay, it happened. I sneezed. How weird did that look on my VTuber? I wasn't looking. Oh, hey friend. Did I glitch? Okay. There we go. So already we got a lot lighter and we got even darker. Yeah. I packed up and rushed forward. I'm killing it. All right, so again, I think colors are important. Unity and making sure you have some variety. Yeah. All right, yay. Let's move on. These are a lot faster to do than the regular critiques, that's for sure. Okay, I can't... Tell me who you... Guys, tell me what your personality of your character is. I'm skipping that one. Guys, who are your characters? That's like... I feel like that's the thing we all want to talk about, is who your character is, and yet nobody is telling me. Guys, tell me who your characters are. We can do this one. This person told me who their character is. Alright, this is from Luna Love. Alright, this is Rowan Reese. He is 20. He's friendly. Sure doesn't look friendly with the way that this character's been drawn. But, okay. Okay. He likes to cook, play games, and he loves to play guitar. He's quiet. He doesn't talk to people much, but he will talk to you. Unless you're... Okay. He's not violent unless you... Okay. Yeah, he doesn't give me, like... So I think what we're going for here is we're going for more like calm, like chill, laid back, kind of nice, that nice guy who's kind of quiet, but like he's friendly, right? But, you know, but just something about this, the way that you've drawn this character, it's got to be the hair, the dark clothing. I mean, all of it's pretty dark. It's giving me, like, I feel like if I saw this person, I would avoid eye contact. Like, they scare me. Oh, like, they give like don't mess with me energy. They feel more like a don't talk to me, don't mess with me, I will mess with you kind of guy. So just like how you express the faces, I mean, hair also does a lot. I think because we're blocking like Shy. I feel like Shy and there's I don't know. Shy and Mad are easily similar but different. And I'm gonna do a little test. So I don't want to like redraw this for the person. So I'll kind of just show you a couple. I guess I'll make like an example in like my like version of how you should kind of think about these two different character traits, right? Okay, whatever. There's a nose. Actually, I should copy that. Because facial features will make or break how we feel about this character, like their personality, really. Just drawing a blank head so we can play with this. Okay. So let's see I'm gonna draw what we're looking at first. So we can talk about why they are very intimidating, right? Versus how to, also like the posing of your character, like this pose is there's something very intimidating about this pose. This one too, I don't know. This one, he looks like he's mad right here. Like he's staring into my soul and he's gonna beat me up. I feel like I don't want to talk. I feel like I don't want to mess with this guy. He will ruin my day. So we got the like pointier eye thing going on. So even already we got like the hooded thing, right? Like already the mouth that being like so low down and like downtrodden, like it's very, this is pretty much what we're looking at, right? Okay. And then again, the eyebrows, they're very downturned. Okay. Yeah, he looks annoyed. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta move the symmetry. Okay, so we gotta do this one. Okay, so we got annoyed versus shy. Upturned eyes is a good start. So instead of having the flat, we do, if you give it a little more of an upturn to the eyes, What I usually like to do it like this, like a kind of like, you don't have to do it so intense, but a lot of my eyes for like shy characters are like, are down versus like that, like, or like, you know, very different, you know, or this even. Having that downturned eye can really help with the shyness. And then, you know, you could have like a little hood. Those are fun. But having a little more of an upper brow, not so down, you know. And instead, you can still have the small mouth, but it would be a more of a subtle smile, like a little tiny smile. Instead of it going down, it should go up. Yeah. Okay. What month am I doing this? I think this is the beginning of October. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting a message. Okay, so that was it for just the differences between angry and shy. They're very subtle differences. And I feel as though you could keep the hairstyle. I feel as though we could stay, you know, we could keep the shaggy hairstyle, right? But having it, you know, having it on the face, a different face, is going to change everything, you know? Like, they could look, it's the face. It's all about the facial features that will make or break your character. Okay, so I think that's the biggest thing about this character design, is working on their facial structure and making them feel the type of personality that you want them to be. Chat, anything else to add? Because I think we're good. All right, let's move on, because I got a little distracted. I think we could do one or two more. Probably two more. Guys, I don't know your... Okay, I gotta... Tell me your character's personality. Please. Okay. Okay, we got a personality. This is Mayfield. Thank you for giving me who they are. I love knowing who your characters are. Okay. Whoa. Alrighty. This is her persona. Okay, a D&D game. Cool. They're short. Very short. Okay. So, 3... Wow, okay. So let me just quickly draw a height chart. Actually, let me just find a height chart. I'm lazy. Alrighty, so just like for reference, so their character is 3'2". Woohoo, they're tiny. Okay. Jesus. Alright. Half rabbit. How are they that short if they're half rabbit? Okay, I have questions. Because if you were this tall, your proportions should match. So they would be chonkier. Think about a baby, right? Like a little baby that's that small, right? They got the fat. All babies are pretty chonky looking, right? Because their bodies are like squashed. They are tiny squashed bodies. So I don't think the character's proportions do not make any sense, basically. And for reference, like. This is how tall I am. Me. This is me. Boop boop. Look how fast I can draw myself. Alright. Alright. I gotta look up a picture of rabbit folk too, because I want to see what they look like. I know they're a D&D class, but yeah, there they are. I mean, like, even rabbit folk have rabbit proportions, right? If we think about it. They are rabbits. They're just rabbits on two legs, right? So, I don't know. It's a lot about finding that, she's got pads on her feet. You know what? I think we're going rabbit folk. She should have rabbit feet. Give her rabbit feet. Right? Right? What do you guys think? In chat. Right? Because if we're gonna even, like, do the sock feet, like, if we're already doing that, like, just, like, do it, man. Go for it. Do the rabbit feet. Give me that Bugs Bunny. Wonderful. I feel like that already helps. Yeah, I don't know. The half human, half rabbit folk. How did they procreate? I have questions. I have a lot of questions. About how they procreated. I think, okay, she wears a mask. I don't, The mask having rabbit ears and then her also having rabbit ears is kind of not good. It's gonna end up being, I mean, one, there's no silhouette difference. So with the mask on, you can't, like, there's no point of it having ears. And then also, like, every time you draw it, like, the ears are probably gonna emote, right? But the others won't. Like, it's gonna be very odd. I think you could do the mask of the rabbit face, but not do the ears. Just have the regular ears be, like, they are, like, she wears the mask, right? And then, like, then her regular ears can do all the emoting or whatever. And then, because it's not really adding anything to have the ears on the mask. But you can keep the mask features. I think the facial features of the mask are good. But I don't think it's really doing much with the ears also there. It's kind of weird, too, because all the lines are kind of, you know, they're all overlapping a lot on the face, too. Like, here, a lot of these lines, like, are weirdly overlapping on the face. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it would be cool if maybe she had a different kind of mask, like a different animal. I don't know much about, like, I don't know what class she is, but yeah. Oh! Oh my god, someone just pointed out that that's not... Wait! There's no floor... Wait a minute. My height chart's wrong. Oh my god, thank you. Whoever pointed that out. What the hell? Why is there no floor on the height chart? Alright, I found a different one. I've been lied to. Okay, that's better. Which means that this one is actually... Where is it? 3-2? Oh, that makes more sense. I was confused. Here. Okay, that makes way more sense. I was like, that's so tiny! Okay, this makes more sense. Yeah, give me those rabbit feet. Maybe she got rabbit paws too on her hands. Alright, this makes more sense to me. Okay. This makes sense. Okay. We fixed it. It's like something's wrong. Damn, got a bad height chart. Okay. Doesn't seem peppy. Yeah, it's the down-turned eyes. It makes him lazy looking. I think we literally just talked about it. I think a little more of an open eye will do a lot to help. And a little more of a smile can help a lot. Just the facial features really can change a lot about a character's personality. So, I guess, I don't know what class this character is. So, something about D&D is they are very dressed up. Their outfits are intricate when it comes to a D&D character. You know, so I will say, I don't know what class your character is, but I would suggest going on Google and looking up their class. And then finding yourself a picture of some outfits that you like and putting your character in a very, very intricate outfit. Because as you can see from all these pictures that I'm throwing on the screen right now, man, oh man, do they like to dress up their characters. And this is just rabbit folk. Like, you can find a lot of other stuff, too, that isn't just rabbit folk. Oh my god, it's a little mouse! I have to share you with this one. I know it's not a rabbit, but look how cute! It's like a little hamster! I like that one. Anyway. I don't know what class she is. I think you gotta give her the full D&D outfit, you know, give her the whole treatment. Dress her up like whatever class she's doing, you know. It changes. I mean, obviously a class is going to change what she wears, but like you need that. That's like the biggest part of D&D is like, what are they wearing? You know, that's such an important part. Like, even think about how much armor and like stuff you pick up as you travel. Like, your character's gonna be dressed up, right? They're not just wearing nothing, right? Like, if your character equips an item, they gotta be visually wearing that item, right? When you equipped it. So make sure you do that. So yeah, I think rabbit feet. Definitely don't need the ears, the facial features. I mean, the ears on the mask. Just make it the mask. And then the facial features to really help it out. And then the outfit. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Chat, anything to add before we move on? I think we can do a couple more. We'll see. I'm going quickly. All right. Alright, let's do it. Okay, this is from Luma Shiki. How much longer? I'm gonna be going till 5 o'clock, so about 30 more minutes. There was a second drawing. Do I need it? Oh, okay. I'll just draw them real quick. They said that they're supposed to have these heartstrings on their outfit, so I'll just add them really quick because I see them in the other picture. Because I don't think we need the other picture. They're just like little hearts. Whee! I don't know what color they are, but okay. So this is Binz Ruiz. She's 15. She can summon powers. She is a dreamcaster. And she has a world inside of her head. She's the protector of the world and cares deeply about the citizens she encounters. Cranitopia, like cranium. Is that really what you named it? I feel as though you could do better than that. I feel that's an easy go. That's the easy way out. Calling it Cranitopia. I think you could go a little. You could go a little more than that. And she has a best friend. Okay, she's not good at making friends outside of her world. This. I feel like I got. I don't know if they're not here. I feel like I got to talk to Luma Shiki about this. Because I feel like this is a metaphor. Now, bear with me, guys, because I might get a little deep here. This might get a little introspective. But we have a story about a girl who isn't very good at making friends in the real world. She's probably alone, feels alone, bullied, maybe an outcast. So she creates a world in her head. And inside of her head, she's the hero. She's friends with everyone, and she can protect them all. It feels like a metaphor, right? About, going into your own head to, escape the real world. Because sometimes the real world's too hard to handle and we need that escape. So it feels like because of that, my worry is I wonder if the dream world is really what's important here. Cause to me, what actually feels like where the real story is, cause to me the dream head world is like her fantasy, what she would love to be real, her fantasy, her dream reality, but it's just her hiding from the real world. And I feel as though what the real plot here is her coming to accept the real world. You guys know what I'm saying? Like that feels like a stronger plot than her being this superhero who saves the day in her fantasy world. Like that, I feel as though that plot is okay, cool. It feels like an isekai, right? Like she got transported into this fantasy world and now she's the hero of the world or whatever. And she's the best there is and everyone loves her. That it's been done 1,000 times. It feels very played out and it's not very interesting. I think the interesting story you're telling here is escapism and how escapism is not good. And really, I mean, it's good in the moment, but the longer it's just hiding from the truth of it. And the longer that you're in that world, the less you are in the real world and the more that can affect you even more by not accepting the real world or coming to terms with, because I guess it's not really accepting. It's more just learning to live with, I mean, again, I don't know what happened to her in the real world. I feel as though that could be something. It could be as simple as her not fitting in and her getting bullied. Like, it doesn't need to be like a crazy traumatic experience. I think people go through escapism for any reason. Like, you don't have to be like deeply traumatized to like want to escape from, right? Like, your trauma can just be somebody making fun of you, right? You're getting picked on at school a lot. Like, that could be enough to make you want to escape. And I think as an artist too, I think that's something a lot of artists can relate to, is that your art is your escapism a lot of the times, where like you create the things that you either wish were real or wish could be real, or like you create worlds where you feel as though everything is better for you or whatever it is, or you want to get out your feelings through the worlds you create. So I think as an artist, it's something that you can probably use to come up with your ideas. So where I'm going with this, we're talking a little more about story here, because I feel as though there's a strong basis to go really deep. And what I'm worried about is that you aren't doing that, and that you're going for the easy road, the fun fantasy, I want to have fun, and that's it. That's where the story stops. And I think you can go farther than that. What would be awesome, I think this would be so cool if it starts in that fun fantasy world. We start there, we see her as the hero, she's like, her best self, everyone loves her. And then somewhere down the road, like maybe just there's little hints here and there as the story progresses, but there's just a moment that happens. Like it shouldn't even be in the beginning. Like it could be we could be deep in this story, like deep into this story. And something happens where the reality is broken, where suddenly we are now in the real world, and we see and we come to realize that this has all been fake the entire time. I have not played Omori. Did I just say the plot of Omori? Oh, whoops. I haven't played that game. So I've been wanting to play it, but I haven't played it. All right. Omori's good. Great. Did I just spoil Omori for me? Great. I just spoiled it for myself. Guys, don't tell me that. Great. I don't want to... Now I know what happens in the game. Great. I wanted it to be... It's not going to be a surprise anymore. Great. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. An hour in. Yeah, but like, still... Anyway, I think that would be cool. I feel like that's a better story to tell. And from what I know about Omori, it's a lot darker. I don't think you need it to be super dark as to the reason she's in her head. It could really just be she doesn't have friends at school, and she's like, nobody likes her, and she's... it could be as simple as that. And then, So, I did see some people say that you could do two designs, where one is like her imaginative, ideal version of herself, and the other one is like what she actually is like. And I think that's really, good. Yeah, guys, don't talk about Omori. Stop spoiling the game. It's the experience is part of the game. If y'all spoil it for me, then I'm never going to want to play it, because then I know what happens. Stop. We're done. Don't talk about Omori. Okay. Anyway. So that was it. I think that's what's important here, is coming to like this understanding of like, what is your story? Are we going for that crazy fantasy and that's it? Or do you want to take that step further to make something a little more thought-provoking? Like, make something that really makes someone think. Because I think the more interesting story is the thought-provoking one. I think it's better overall. Okay. That's it. I ranted for a while. Let's move on. I can probably do another. Let's go. All right. Okay, this is from a user Honk, which is very telling, because we're about to look at a clown character, so I appreciate the username. Alright. Oh, you're here. Awesome. Okay. Alrighty. I like the on-brand username. Alright, so this is Gambit. He's 25. He was a human, but he was cursed by a god to look part dragon. Whoa, okay. He works as the star performer in a circus with all cursed people. That's cool. Okay. Oh, they're criminals. I feel like is that a cliche to have a circus of criminals? I don't know. Is it? I feel like I've seen that done a lot. I mean, I guess like if it ain't broke, right? I mean, it works. I don't see why you shouldn't have it, but it is something to be like, it does happen quite a lot. He's basically a cult leader. Oh my god. For a circus-themed religion. This is getting... Okay, never mind. I think the criminal thing is being pushed to the back burner. He sacrifices people because he's hungry from the... Okay. Okay, post-apocalyptic worlds. Okay. He's dumb and oblivious. A stupid cult leader. Okay, I love it. All right. He's cool. Does he got like little animal paw feet? Just definitely be sure the paws are flat. Like that. A little more when you do it. Because otherwise they're like on their little tippy toes. Cool. Okay. I wonder if I think there's a lot, the head has a lot happening, and the hair being so puffy seems to block a lot of the fun stuff that you're doing, right? Like the inside parts, these horns, like, aren't really they're very small on his head. I feel as though, I wonder, because I don't think you should get rid of the horns. But I think you could curve them differently. I think we need to see the horns. Yeah, going up. Or like if you wanted them to be down, maybe they go out more. Like they could go out more. Out would be good. I think I want the horns to feel bigger on the face. Like they're kind of getting lost. They feel like they could just be earrings right now, right? Like because of how they're placed on the head, they feel like earrings. Or even if you still wanted the shape to be the same, like you can do like the ram's horn thing where it really comes up, right? Like that would be cool. Like if they like really come out of the head like this, and then you can do the ram's thing. Because if they were, I think they're just so small that they feel lost in the head. Because there's just a lot happening on your character design that it feels like if you're gonna add it, I want to see it. You know, I want to see it happening. All right, I want to look at the colors real quick because it feels flat a little bit, and I don't know why. It doesn't look flat, so I don't know why I'm. Puffy pants. That would be cool. I feel like these pants are puffy already, but you could puff them even more. My only problem is I think if you puff the pants even more, you might lose some of your silhouette. So it is something to think about. Okay. What am I... You know what? I don't think it's the grayscale. I think it's the saturation. It feels like there's just something missing. And you know what? Because, like, I know it's a post-apocalyptic world, but when I think clown, I think bright colors. Like, really in your face, bright colors. So what I think you could have, and it doesn't need to be everywhere, but I think there should be at least a moment of just bright color. Like, show me something bright somewhere. And again, it doesn't need to be the whole thing. But if there's just like something like that, like, you know, the green of this eye and this like these greens are like, what if these dots were this bright green of the eyes? I feel as though that could work. And then they've got the bright purple. Because when I think about clowns, I'm like, I'm not thinking about monotones. I feel like these accent colors could be what you pop out. Because, maybe not, it's too much. Like already? Like, keep the base tone dark, but give me those, like, that, like, one moment of, I don't know, actually. No, I like the dark patches. I think the shirt color is what's good. You know, I don't think you need to do the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels... I feel like I'm getting lost in the sauce a little bit with some of the desaturation. Like, like, there's gotta be some moment of bright on this. And again, it doesn't need to be as much as I did, but I think you gotta find that moment of, like, pop. My suggestion with that, with the pop, is make sure you put it in a place where you want them to look. It should be eye-catching, right? Like, brighter hair. You could do brighter hair. But yeah. The red, yeah, the ribbon could do it. You know, because the point of the pop on the color is to catch your eye. So, like, when someone looks at your character design, that's probably the first thing that they're going to look at. So you want to kind of put it in a place that you want the eye to be attracted to when they look at your design. So if you put the pop at the neck, then, yeah, they're probably going to look at the face first. And I think the face is a pretty important part of your character design, right? To, like, I'm just going to redraw, like, some of these horn ideas, right? Having the face be what we want to look at is great. I think that's important for a lot of characters. Like, the face is pretty important for most characters, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, otherwise, is this pure black? Okay, no, it's not pure black. It's an off black. Okay. You know why? Because your line art is also this color. So it seemed pure black. Okay, you're good then. White face makeup. You know, you don't need it. Not all clowns do the white face makeup. Yeah. I think that's it. I think we gotta find a way to make those little horns a little more prominent on the face. Because they are getting a little hidden in all the detail on the head. So either make them bigger or change the angle of them somehow to, like, pop them out of the head a little more. And then I think finding a moment that doesn't need to be as much as I did, but finding a moment of pop on the colors that will, like, attract our eye to it is definitely gonna help bring out just a moment on your character. Because I think the dulls are okay, but it might just be, like, overall it just needs, like, a moment of, like a bam. It needs I don't know how to explain it. That wow factor somewhere. I don't know. Okay. Chat, anything else before I say goodbye? To this character who everyone in chat seems to be obsessed with. All right. Okay. I think I have time for one more. All right, I didn't get a personality. Guys, tell me who you're... Okay. Okay, hold on. You know, I might be able to do this. Oh. I think the only thing with this character design is I feel like I'm going to say the same things I said about the... So this is So the next up, I have a D&D character from Timid Minds, which I was gonna talk about, but now that I think about it, I literally just did a D&D character like 3 people ago, and everything that I would say about the last D&D character, I would say it to this one, which is look up pictures of the reference like other people's drawings of the same class that your character is, and use that to build your outfit from, because the person is saying they're not happy with their character's outfit design, and it's really like do a bunch of drawings of a variety of different outfits to really try and figure out what they would wear. And I think for all D&D characters, it's something I'm probably going to say is like make sure that you are referencing the actual like class that your character is, because it's going to help you a lot. References are great. Okay, man, this character's cute, but I have nothing to say for it. Okay, I can show you this. This is from Dog Motif. I think this is solid. I don't really think I have anything to say. Here you guys go. Look at this character. I think the silhouette's just a little wonky. But, look how cute. Little cat adventurer. Their name's Fritz. Do I have time for another one? Man, I'm getting a lot of... Alright, I might need to end the stream, because I'm seeing a lot of characters back to back to back to back that are not giving me stuff. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to end stream a little early, okay, because I'm going to make an announcement post that every single person who has ever submitted to the OC critiques needs to check their picture, because I skipped a lot of drawings today because nobody told me anything. I feel bad skipping because like people have been waiting forever, but like if you didn't tell me anything about your character, like what am I gonna do? I can't talk about them. Because character design is not just about what they look like, it's about who they are. Because who they are and where they live and what they do for a living, all of that will make or break the design of the character, right? Like you can't have a design without having the background to the design. It all blends together. So I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna make an announcement in my Discord that you have to edit your post. Like you need to tell me who your character is, because it's kind of getting ridiculous how nobody told me who their character is. Next week, Tuesday is gonna be a regular critique stream. Friday I'll be back. I don't know what I'm gonna do on Friday because I finished my animation, so I'll probably ask you guys in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, I'll probably ask you what you want me to do on stream, so you guys can help me pick. But if you submit a character design for anything in the future, please make sure you include information about your character. It makes it a lot easier to talk about them. So long as you tell me just the basic information, like you guys saw today how I picked some that had very basic information. The ones I skipped were literally nothing. They were just like, they live in a fantasy world and I need help, and that's it. And it's like, okay, but like, who are they? Who is your character? You know? I don't. Okay. So, you know. Okay. So that was it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I will stream Friday because Thanksgiving is on Thursday, so I'll be free Friday. I hope you guys have a good holiday if you're in America and you celebrate. And I'll see everybody on Friday, and you guys can help me pick what I do on stream in the Discord once I figure out what I would like to do on stream, because I don't know yet. And then I'll see you guys next Tuesday for regular critiques. Okay. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye.